Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to LaSalle University's Hank DeVincent Field for the 1999 Public League Baseball Championship game. It will be the Eagles of George Washington in the white uniforms with the blue and gold trim, and the Vikings of Northeast High with the black shirts, red and white trim, gray pants. At this point, you see the umpires going over the ground rules with the head coach of Northeast, Calvin Jones, and for Washington, Joe O'Hara, and standing behind him is the assistant JV coach, Moxie Bilkins. We'll be back in a moment for the start of the ball game. Defensively for the Eagles of George Washington, the first baseman is Kevin Weiner. Second baseman is Jesse Gower. The shortstop, Ivan Costi. And the third baseman is Kevin Knott. Your left fielder is Bob Slobodian. Center field, Matt Gamble. The right fielder is Mike Pike. And the catcher, just coming back into view there, is Eric Weiner, Kevin's brother. And the pitcher for the Eagles, junior right-hander Harry Lay, number 4. Around the bases, the first base umpire is Harry Greer. Second base is Sheldon Reed. Third base, Bill Hall. And behind the plate is J.T. Melvin. Okay, we're set to go. Leading off for the Vikings is Mike Downey, the designated hitter. He'll be followed by E.J. Goldstein and Pat Brady. The heat index today is just about 100 degrees. Very hot, very humid. Now that might be a foul ball. Downey trying to convince the umpire that it hit his helmet. No going, foul ball, strike one. Breaking pitch down. In the last 2 rounds of the playoffs, the quarters and the semis, Mike Downey has 1 hit in 4 trips, 1 RBI, has scored 3 runs. Fastball inside. Northeast reached the championship game by beating Edison 15-1 and Central 8-6. The Vikings going for their 4th consecutive championship. That hasn't happened since George Washington did it from 85 to 88. Strike called on maybe the high fastball. Mike Downey trying to get on first. To right field. And Mike Pike is not going to get there in time. Semi-line drive. Base hit, Mike Downey. E.J. Goldstein steps in. Harry Lay from the stretch now. Strike called. Downey a short lead. That's taken and it hit Goldstein, saying he got hit in the foot. It rolls away. Now wait a minute. He's claiming he got hit. The other runner, Downey, took off for second base as the ball squirted away. And they're going to ask for help from Greer and or Hall. And Bill Hall says it definitely hit Goldstein. So that will give runners for Northeast at first and second base. E.J. Goldstein at first, Mike Downey at second. The pitcher, Pat Brady, chance to help himself early. First and second, nobody out. Breaking pitch, a high strike one. Brady in the last 2 rounds, 2 for 4, has scored 3 times, 3 RBIs, and he has a triple. And that's low. Good stop by Eric Weiner. I'm sure you hear some of the noise in the background. Northeast fans with a drum and cymbals and a whistle and all kinds of noisemakers. Chopped high, Gower can't get it. It's over his head into right field. Pike bobbles briefly. Downey was coming anyway. That's an RBI single for Pat Brady. Northeast leads it 1-0.
What do you say now? 1-6 Mitch Dog. What do you say now?
Runners at first and second, nobody out. It's Mitch Kay, the first baseman. Ooh, and he's drilled. Looks like it hit him in the left side of the ribs. Kay not rubbing at the moment. To first base. Base is loaded, nobody out. Washington gave some brief thought to bringing the infield up, but it's very early. It looks like it could be one of those days. They're up at the corners and back in the middle. Ron Myers stands in, the 5-hole hitter. Base is loaded for him, pops it back behind the screen. Myers. Harry Lay taking all kinds of time between pitches here. Finally, we're ready to go. The 0-1 to Meyer. Ripped. Costi with the dive, smothers it, can't make a play, and that's going to be an infield single for Ron Meyer. 2-0 Vikings.
You're the man.
Pat Franz has gained some fame this year as a left-handed catcher. As you see, he bats right-handed, however. Chops it foul. 0-1 to Franz. Franz 1 for 5 in the quarters and semis. Has scored 2 runs. Has hit a triple. Harry Lay from the stretch. 0-2 to Franz. That's low. Blocked by Weiner. Harry Lay needs an out badly. Blocked by Weiner again.
Let's go!
That's inside. 2-2 now to Franz. From the windup. Swinging strike. So Pat Franz, a strikeout victim. 1 away. Lay needed that desperately.
Number 6, Dave Kravitz.
Shortstop, Dave Kravitz. He's 1 for 6. Has scored twice, has 1 RBI. Kravitz, a junior. Way up. Ball 1. Okay, Lay to Kravitz. Bases still loaded. He swings at the high strike. One and two. Lay battling back. Very nervous out there, taking a decent-sized walk after most of the pitches, especially when he's been struggling. He's going back off the mound towards first base, out towards second base. We're set to go. 1 and 2 to Kravitz. Still alive. Did he go? Yes, he did. Kravitz called out on the check swing. 2 outs now. The right fielder, Eladio Martinez, did not start last game. Getting a start today. Big swing, no contact, pulled his head out. Looked bad, 0-1. Martinez, 1 for 1 in the last 2 rounds. 1 RBI, has scored 3 runs. Again, does not look good. 0-2, now Lay 1 pitch away from keeping the damage to a minimal amount, all things considered. 0-2. Got him. So 3 straight strikeouts remove Lay from all kinds of danger in the top half of the first. However, Northeast does score twice. 2-0. Defensively for Northeast, the first baseman is Mitch Kay. Second baseman, E.J. Goldstein. The shortstop, Dave Kravitz. The third baseman is Jesse Bulicki. Your left fielder is Ron Meyer. Center fielder, Josh Van Reed. The right fielder, Eladio Martinez. The catcher, Pat Franz. And on the mound, junior right-hander, number 8, Pat Brady. Left fielder Bob Slobodian to lead things off for Washington. He'll be followed by Kevin Knott and Harry Lay. Thereafter, it's Jesse Gower, Mike Pike, Matt Gamble, Kevin Weiner, Eric Weiner, and Brett Mervis, the DH. Strike call, 0-2 to Slobodian. Both pitchers working on 3 days rest. That's down for a base hit, left field. Meyer chasing, cuts it off, and does a nice job of holding Slobodian to a single. Kevin Knott takes a curveball, ball 1. He's the third baseman, a junior. In the playoffs, Kevin Knott, the last 2 rounds, 4 hits and 6 trips, has scored 5 runs. A high chopper, that's going to be only first base chance for Brady. Gets the out. 1 down, Slobodian advances to second.
Now batting to number 3, hitter, the pitcher, Harry Lay.
Harry Lay, the pitcher. Like Brady, when Lay doesn't pitch, he plays shortstop. Ripped through the right side to Martinez. Slobodian coming hard. The relay throw is high. And Franz hustling over to stop the bad relay throw. Keeps Lay at first base, but already Washington back in business. It's 2-1 Northeast. Second baseman Jesse Gower. He's a senior. He takes ball 1. Gower in the last 2 rounds. 4 hits in 7 trips with 6 RBI. Strike called. So Pat Brady has a history of shaky first innings. 1 already in, 1 out, man on first. And that's a wild pitch. Franz controls it, but not before Lay moves up to second. Where was that pitch? You saw the head shake and a few more from Pat Franz, wondering the same thing. There's a strike called. Brady giving the hand gesture, was in the same place. Brady very animated out here. Strike 3 called. Looked like it might have been a slider. 2 away. Right fielder Mike Pike, number 8. 2 hits, 4 trips, scored 3 runs. There's a knuckleball, a palm ball or something. Hardly any spin. 1 RBI for Pike in the last 2 games. Washington beat Olney 14-4 and Gamp 10-0 to reach this game. And that's passed a little bit outside, but Franz can't handle it. That'll go down as a pass ball. And up to third base goes Harry Lay. Fastball, Pike jumps out of the way. Ordinarily with 2 out, we'd have a runner for the pitcher and catcher. But Harry Lay, good speed. And maybe the umpires haven't noticed it yet, but he's still at third base. Late on that fastball. Brady humping up. Just missed. That's ball 4. Mike Pike takes the walk. Eagles still alive, first and third, 2 away. Center fielder Matt Gamble, number 6. Gamble 5 for 8, 2 runs scored, 3 RBI. Takes the strike 1 on the fastball from Pat Brady. Pike, decent lead at first base, but he's leaning back towards first also. And Brady fakes him back. Hard, Balicki at third base. Over to Kay. So that'll retire the side. 2 hits in the inning for the Eagles. And they have the lead. It's 2-1 Northeast.
Vikings 2, the Eagles of George Washington 1.
Leading off for the Vikings, top of the second, it's the center fielder, Josh Van Reed, batting ninth. Interesting here, Van Reed for the last 2 rounds has played center field the whole game, but has not batted, yielding to the DH. Today he's getting a chance to hit in his last baseball game as a high school player. He is a senior. So we'll see how he does. It's 2-0 to Van Reed. Mike Downey and E.J. Goldstein will follow. Strike called. Pretty big strike zone today for JT Melvin, especially on the high end. Jesse Balicki, the third baseman, is not batting. That's up and away probably. 3-1. Harry Lay working on 3 straight strikeouts, and that string is broken as Van Reed works a 5-pitch walk. Mike Downey, the DH. Third baseman Kevin Knott about 2 steps in on the grass. Van Reed a medium lead. And the fastball. Ball 1. Downey 1 for 1, started the game with a single and came around to score. There's a strike. 1-1 to Downey. Downey squares. He looks like he wants to pull back though. No, he didn't. He put it down. And that's going to be Knott bobbling. Not in time. That momentary bobble cost Knott the out. Downey the good hustle. First and second Vikings.
Go, DJ!
E.J. Goldstein. Chance to move along some runners. Score that last one, a sacrifice and an E5 on Kevin Knott. Lay steps off. Not a smooth game by any stretch so far for the Eagles. Now let's see if they bunt with Goldstein. He tried, barely tipped it, caught by Wiener. Goldstein looking down again to the third base coach's box, and Coach Calvin Jones steps out. Oh, 1, Lay to Goldstein. And he wheels, fakes the second. Van Reed maybe a step and a half off the bag. Lay has to lock in here again. It's being distracted by a lot of elements aside from throwing strikes. Just missed. 1-1.
Come on now, TPG, what do you say now? We can.
Nobody out. And again, Goldstein this time asked for time. Now Lay walks off. We're looking at 4 hours here at this pace. Ground ball. Gower. Does he get the bag? Yes. Can't get the double. He called it a double play. Oh my goodness. Kevin Weiner was way off the base, it appeared from here. Harry Greer rings up Goldstein. Double play on that. Van Reed moves up to third base. Pat Brady. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI single. Lay now from the windup rather. 2 away. Ground ball up and over the head of Kevin Knott. That's going to be the second hit and the second RBI on the day for Pat Brady. It's 3-1 Northeast as Van Reed checks in. Chris Himes is the 2-out courtesy runner, taking the place of Brady at first base. Chris Himes, he's a sophomore. Again, a timeout. Lay taking a long time. The batter's not wanting to wait. Behind that fastball, 0-1.
Come on, Mitch. All right, Mitch. Let's go, Mitch.
0-1 to K. Himes, good lead, facing second base almost, and there he goes. Eric Weiner's throw. See ya. Strong throw by Eric Weiner. Jesse Gower on the cover and tag. Washington out of the inning, but a little bit of damage. One more run. After 1.5, it's Northeast 3, Washington 1. Seven, 8, 9 for Washington. The Weiner brothers, Kevin and Eric. And then Brett Mervis, the DH. Pat Brady, his second inning. And that's a ball 1. Brady in the quarterfinals and semis put together has pitched 7 innings. That was all in the semifinal. Gave up 10 hits, 6 runs, only 1 earned, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. Jesse Balicki, the third baseman, pitched the 5-inning quarterfinal. Gave up 2 hits. That was against Edison. We could see him later. Strike called. Kevin Weiner. He's 1 for 7 in the last 2 rounds. Has scored once. Has 2 RBIs. Center field. Van Reed, the only one with a shot, and he can't get there, the center fielder. So that's a bloop single to center for Kevin Weiner. Catcher Eric Weiner, he's a senior, Kevin is a junior. Ball 1 low. On the lines for Washington, it's the assistant coach, Moxie Wilkins. And the head coach in his 16th season, Joe O'Hara. Strike call. Eric Weiner, 2 hits and 6 trips, has scored twice, 1 RBI. Again, this is all in the quarters and semis put together. Bunts it foul, Brady keeps it there. One and 2 to Eric Weiner. Ground ball, Balicki doesn't have it. Got there nicely, but the ball popped out of his glove. That'll be an E5. And Eric Weiner was on first. Now he's going to yield rather. sorry about that, to the courtesy runner. 41 is Joe Sanuti. The DH, Brett Mervis. Two on, nobody out. Brady, Mervis asked for time and then tried to bunt it. Mervis just one at bat, 0 for 1. Ground ball, shortstop, and through. Kravitz did not go down all the way. And here comes the runner Wiener. He scores. And some loose play on the left side of that infield, third base and shortstop. Washington checks in with a run. It's 3-2 Northeast. Bob Slobodian, 1 for 1 with a single. Scored Washington's first run. And he's trying to bunt for a hit there, I think. Brady, did he get him? Yes. Out of third base is the courtesy runner Sanuti. Fielder's choice, 1-5. First and second. And Brady steps off.
Now the batter, number 13 for Washington.
Kevin Knott, 0 for 1 this game. Sent one back to Brady, out 1-3. It's a big roundhouse curve. It's chopped. Brady, bare hands, and gets the out. He's a good fielding pitcher. He's a shortstop, as we mentioned. Very quick off the mound. 2 away. Both runners move up. Mervis to third. Slobodian to second.
Now for Washington, that'll bring the pitcher up, number 4, Harry Lay.
Harry Lay, 2 runs available. Second and third. Brady will go from the stretch. Lay 1 for 1 with a single. There's that knuckleball or palm ball. Something. Spinless. 0-1. Brady now working quickly. Strike 2 called. Not too many of those thus far. An 0-2 count. Does he go for the third? And there's that wacko pitch again. It's back. Franz, Brady, covering. Can't make a play. And here comes the second run. Slobodian. He's going to score. So on an 0-2 knuckleball or something, it was way high, went to the screen. Franz on the slide controlled it, then couldn't control his throw. Not backed up properly. Slobodian comes all the way around from second base. And Washington now in front. 4-3. How about that? The very next pitch is a strike 3 called, and that ends the inning. So Washington, talk about free runs. We're through 2 full. It's 4-3 Eagles. On the lines for Northeast, the first base coach is one of the players, Ray Torfey. And at third base, in his first season as the head coach here at Northeast, is Calvin Jones. First baseman Mitch Kay, the cleanup hitter. He was drilled in the ribs his first trip. High fastball, K behind it. 1-1. On deck, Ron Meyer. After that, Pat Franz. High chopper to not. That's going to stay fair, so he has to play it. And K, not the fastest guy in the world, but beats it easily.
Pat down number 18, the left fielder, Ron Mayer.
What do you say now, 1-8-92? What do you say now, Ronnie?
Ron Meyer. 1 for 1, an infield single. That produced an RBI. Fastball. JT Melvin definitely has a high strike zone. 0-1. K next to no lead. The bunt is down. Tight to the line. Now Knott picked it up. That definitely would have gone foul, as you see Harry Lay instructing him. Kevin Knott picks it up, and that's going to be a bunt single for Ron Meyer. That's also going to bring out Joe O'Hara. Not a happy man at the moment. Pat Franz, the catcher. He was the first of Lay's 3 strikeout victims to end the first inning. And he bunts that one foul. Oh, 0-1 to Franz. We'll see if he still tries the bunt. He squares. It's way up. 1-1. So Northeast playing conservative baseball. Trying to move up the runners, then go from there. At least it appears that way. Dave Kravitz on deck. The bunt is down. Might be a play at third. There's going to be a play nowhere because Lay slid as he approached the ball. And that's going to be something that moves Pat Franz to first, and Ron Meyer to second, and Mitch K to third. Let's call that an E1. Lay would have gotten the out at least at first base. Sack E1 for Franz. Shortstop, Dave Kravitz. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Bases loaded, nobody out. High fastball, what is he doing? Oh, 1. 0-2. Not really close on that swing. So Lay, it's a hot day. The bases are loaded. He needs an out badly. I would think he'll go right after Kravitz. The deep breath from Lay. And the 0-2. Fastball up. Another good stop, Eric Weiner. He's made a few of those already to save wild pitches for Harry Lay. 2-2 to Kravitz. On deck, Eladio Martinez. After that, Josh Van Reed. People still filing in here. A little squibber behind the mound. It's going to have to be Gower. And he tried to throw it to third base. He had no play, really. And that's going to be, believe it or not, an infield single RBI for Dave Kravitz. A little squibber hit about 4/5 of the way out towards second base. Gower really had no play. RBI single, Dave Kravitz. Courtesy runner at second base for the catcher Franz is Sam Torres. Sam Torres. Still nobody out. Still bases loaded. Eladio Martinez. 0 for 1. Strikeout victim. Looked bad on some curveballs. Starts with a fastball, does Lay. It's low for ball 1. 4-4, and I have a feeling we're nowhere close to finished scoring today. Curveball that time, smothered by Eric Weiner. 2-0 to Martinez. I would imagine Calvin Jones is going to tell him, if you swing at this, you're a dead man. All right, we're expecting a fastball, 2-0, bases loaded. We'll see if Martinez has the light. There's the fastball, not in the zone. Now he better not swing. Lay still walking around that mound. Moistens his fingers. He's back. Long time again. Martinez looks like he's going to refuse to step out, and finally Lay steps off. We only have so much videotape. Where was that? Lay has that. He asked the exact same question as he walks in toward home plate. Where was that? With hands outstretched. Again, he's asking. And JT Melvin thus far not responding. Anyway, that brings in Ron Meyer, and Northeast now in front, 5-4.
Swingo!
Josh Van Reed, the center fielder. He drew a walk his first appearance. Looking to bunt. That's risky, bunting with the bases loaded. Easy force play, of course, at home. 0-1 to Van Reed.
What do you say, Josh Van Reed?
Especially surprised he offered at the first pitch with Lay having control difficulties. And there's a good fastball. 0-2. Van Reed still looks like he might try to bunt this. No. And there's a fastball. 3 straight. Van Reed, a strikeout victim. 1 away. A new defensive alignment here for the Eagles with 1 away. The left fielder, Bob Slobodian, now is standing at third base. And the third baseman, Kevin Knott, way in, about halfway in toward the plate. And we have just a 2-man outfield with the center fielder Gamble in left center and the right fielder Pike in the right center. So we'll see how this goes. Mike Downey, the DH. 2 runs already in. Bases still loaded. Only 1 away. Northeast in front. 5-4. The first baseman, Kevin Weiner, also about 1/3 of the way up. Now he's backing up slightly. Lay still from the stretch. So that's 4 straight strikes from Lay after the control trouble. Mike Downey. Kevin Knott in harm's way. If Knott takes a nice cut here and hits one hard. Instead, he waves at a curveball in the dirt. 0-2. Now everyone moving back to their original spots. Slobodian back in left, Knott back in third, and the other outfielders back to normal. 0-2 to Downey. Lay the windup. Hard ground ball. Gower gets Downey. So that's the second out of the inning, but on the play, the courtesy runner, Torres, checks in. Northeast leads it 6-4. E.J. Goldstein, the second baseman. He's been hit by a pitch, and he is hammered into a double play. Ripped to left. It's down. Slobodian cuts it off, but I doubt they're going to get Martinez. And up to second base goes Goldstein. So Kravitz and Martinez check in. A 2-run single for E.J. Goldstein. And they're going to walk him. Joe O'Hara making the sign from the dugout. He wants Brady intentionally walked. So the fact that Goldstein took that extra base on the throw in results in Brady not getting a chance to hit. He's already 2 for 2 with 2 RBI. And it'll be Mitch K. One for one, he's been hit by a pitch. K agitated as he steps in here. His coach Calvin Jones mentioned that he's being disrespected with the intentional walk. Some of his teammates uttering that same phrase. And K on the fastball fouls it off. 0-1.
No respect, Mitch. No respect. Show what you got,
Mitch K. Little piece of that one. Oh, 2. Just outside. Lay wanted that one. Shaking his head. K, the 10th batter of the inning for the Vikings. Swinging. So K gets nothing. Strikeout victim. More runs. 5 in fact in the inning. And we're through 2.5. It's 8-4 Northeast. We have a little between innings activity here between a home plate umpire, J.T. Melvin, and Calvin Jones. And Jones is heading over toward the scorer's table to talk to Joe Ciroli, the chairman of Public League Baseball. Jones claiming he was cursed at by Melvin. Now we heard the beginning of it up here, and Melvin said he wanted no more bull bleep between these two teams. A lot of chattering back and forth. I'm not sure he cursed at Jones as much as told him that he didn't want to hear any more cursing. And as you see, they're still talking there. Joe Ciroli trying to intervene. Harry Greer, one of the umpires. J.T. Melvin, the home plate umpire, and Calvin Jones. All right, that's been settled. And it'll be Jesse Gower in the home third. Chops one foul, out of play. Gower 0 for 1, struck out looking in the first inning. The ground near home plate very, very hard. We've had a lot of high hoppers, even through the infield. LaSalle does an excellent job with this field, but it's been very dry recently. And the ground extremely hard. 1-1 to Gower. Again, a hopper. Balicki can't get it. And Kravitz could only knock it down. That's an infield single for Jesse Gower. Mike Pike. He walked in the first inning. And that's through to the backstop. A wild pitch. Moves Gower up to second base. Brady. Again, it's Pike. Again, it's hit hard to Balicki at third. And a nice throw over. One away. Mike Pike retired. Matt Gamble. 0 for 1. Grounded out to Balicki at third. And he might do so again. It's Balicki. And that throws high and through. Gower had held at second. And that's through. And that should bring Gower home. 2 from the field. It does. So Jesse Gower checks in with the 5th run of the game for Washington. It's 8-5 Northeast. Kevin Weiner takes strike one. He's 1 for 1 with a single to center. Brady working quickly for the most part. That's down. Good stop by Franz. It'll be interesting to see how far these pitchers can go today, both on 3 days rest, which is reasonably adequate for a high school kid. But again, it's about 100 degrees here today, probably mid-90s, and they say the heat index is 102, 103 in that area. On deck is Eric Weiner. Hard to Goldstein. It comes up nicely, and that's 2 away. Over to third base goes Matt Gamble. The catcher, Eric Weiner, digging in at the very back end of the box. He's 0 for 1. Reached base on a fielder's choice error combination. Strike call. Northeast leads it 8-5. Approaching the end of 3 innings. Outside. It's outside again. A couple of curveballs miss. 2-1 to Eric Weiner. Brett Mervis, the DH, awaits. Three and one. Full count. Brady to Weiner. Brady has given up 4 hits thus far. Only one of the runs against him is earned. That was the one in the first inning. Lifted way up near the mound. Brady calling and putting it away as he falls down. So an eventful play ends the inning. Eric Weiner pops out to Brady. We're through 3, believe it or not. The score, Northeast 8, Washington 5. Ron Meyer to lead off the 4th. Looks bad on a curve. 0-1 to him. Meyer so far 2 for 2. A pair of infield hits. 1 RBI. One and one. Harry Lay trying to get it together. He has allowed 8 hits so far. Four have not left the infield. Franz on deck, Kravitz in the hole. High chopper, Costi. Base hit. Ron Meyer beat that play anyway. Costi did a nice job of cradling the ball against his chest. Couldn't quite get the throw there. So another infield hit. Pat Franz, the catcher. He's 0 for 1. Struck out and then last time sacrificed and reached on an error by Lay. That ball's up. 1-0 to Franz. These Northeast fans are relentless, still making noise in this heat. That's smoked, and it goes down in front of Pike and through. The ball had a wicked tail on it. It gets past Pike. That's going to score Meyer easily, and Franz is into third base with a single and a 2-base error. Ron Meyer scores. It's 9-5. Dave Kravitz, the shortstop. Lay now from the windup. All 4 infielders are up. Fastball at third base. We have another one of those ever popular courtesy runners. Sam Torres running for the catcher Franz. On deck, Martinez. That's a strike called. Chopper, foul, down the third base line. Curveball outside. Lay throwing a lot of pitches. This looks like a curve. And it's up. Never broke. Strike 3 call. That looked good. Kravitz took it. 1 away.
Martinez now the batter, number 25 now for the Vikings.
Eladio Martinez struck out and walked. That forced in a run. Curveball, strike 1 called. On deck is Van Reed. Infield up. Trying to prevent this from going to a 10-5 game. 1-1 to Martinez. Washington last won the championship in '95. Northeast, 96, 97, 98. Hard but foul. First base side.
Fifth inning.
1-2. They have to throw him a curveball. He's looked bad on most of them today. Play. Here it comes. There it is, but it's out and down. 2-2.
Come on, Ladio. This ain't not 2-5, Ladio. This ain't not 2-5.
Chop to Gower. We're going to have a play at the plate. Out. Jesse Gower to Eric Weiner. And the courtesy runner Torres erased on the fielder's choice. First base Martinez, 2 away.
2 outs in the inning. That'll bring up number 19, Josh Van Reed.
Josh Van Reed, the batter. He's going to bunt for a hit. Lay. Also a shortstop, also a good fielder. Retires Van Reed on the attempt for a bunt single. That ends the top of the fourth. Northeast checks in with one run. It's 9-5. Bottom of the fourth. Brett Mervis, the DH, takes a ball one. 9-1-2. Mervis, Slobodian, and Kevin Knott. Mervis reached on an error. Scored a run. Chopper. That looked foul, and it is. Foul ball. Again, Brady, nice play. Sliding to his left. Retires Mervis. 1-3. Bob Slobodian. 1 for 2. A single, also reached on a fielder's choice, has scored twice so far. That's the first time Brady has retired the leadoff hitter. We'll see that where that takes him in the inning. Strike called. Brady is working much faster this inning. No one on base. And just as we say that, of course, he steps off. Swinging. 2 gone. Kevin Knott, 0 for 2. Twice has tapped the ball back to Brady. Brady now has retired 3 in a row. First time he's done that in the ball game. Make that 4 in a row. And a squibber. Caught by Blicky, the third baseman. A 1-2-3 inning. And we're through 4. Northeast 9, Washington 5. Top of the 5th, it's Mike Downey. He's 1 for 2. Single, reached on a sacrifice error combination and grounded out to second base. He has 1 RBI. He has scored 1 run. E.J. Goldstein on deck. Pat Brady thereafter. Harry Lay. That fastball is low. During the season, teams' better pitchers usually pitch the Monday game in the public league. And then, of course, there are Thursday games, and then you come back the following Monday. So ordinarily, guys are accustomed to 7 days of rest, maybe a token relief appearance thrown in. Today, working on 3, and again, the oppressive heat. Downey barely alive. Up the middle, Gower can't get it. The throw pulls Wiener off the bag. I don't think he had him anyway. And again, another high hopper, another infield single for, that time, Mike Downey. E.J. Goldstein asks for time. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infield singles for the Vikings. Goldstein, that hit him. It hit him in the thigh. It looked like he attempted to bunt it, and that's going to go down as a strike. 0-1 to Goldstein. He's 1 for 2. Last time had a 2-run single. Before that, got hit by a pitch and grounded into a double play. Way up and away. Wiener has to jump out. Lay has surrendered 11 hits. Maybe 1 or 2 have been truly hit hard. Downey being held, so Goldstein has that hole to shoot for. That's up. Goldstein draws a walk. Lay in trouble again. First and second, nobody out. Brady will get a chance to hit. No open bases. He's 2 for 2, 2 RBIs, and an intentional walk. Ripped. Costi, nice, in self-defense. Then he can't get it out of his glove, and he throws it away. So the shortstop, Costi, made a nice play to fend off that ripped shot on one hop by Brady. Then he tried to throw it to third base for the force to Kevin Knott. Had trouble getting out of his glove, then made a bad throw. That's an E6, bases loaded. At first base, the courtesy runner is Chris Himes for Brady. Mitch K. Bases loaded, nobody out. Swings at a breaking ball, it's through, and Downey scores without a play. So K waves at the down and away curveball, but a run scores on his watch. It's 10-5, Northeast. From the windup. The good fastball. Kay has not been able to catch up to those high fastballs all day. Oh, 2. Lay needs a strikeout. Doesn't get that, and he's not going to get a put out. So that ball barely in play, but neither the right fielder Pike, first baseman Kevin Weiner couldn't get to it. Now Lay steps off. Both the middle infielders were back, and the sign came from the dugout to get their butts up there. So Costi and Gower came trotting up, broke Lay's concentration. Chopper. Costi has to leap to throw home. We have the collision. We have the hole by Eric Weiner. Good play on both ends. Costi barely got that after moving up. And then Eric Weiner absorbed the contact and gets the out at the plate. Ron Meyer, the pattern so far for him, hit a high chopper, beat it out. He's 3 for 3. Actually, 2 of those are routine infield singles, and the other one was a bunt that was tight to the line. For some reason, Kevin Knott, the third baseman, picked it up and enabled Meyer to get another single. Runners at first and third, Mitch Kay and the courtesy runner Himes. Oh, man. That's up and in. It hits him in the head area. But Meyer pops up. I guess he's all right. That looked very bad for a second. Now we'll have the trainer make an appearance at first base to assure that Meyer isn't just trying to be brave here. All right, we have an official pinch runner at first base for Meyer. A senior is Todd Bloom into the lineup, and we expect Meyer to re-enter if he's okay. Pat Franz, the catcher, holds up. Franz 1 for 2. Also a sacrifice. That's down. Bases loaded. 1 away. That's outside. I would think Lay has thrown at least 120 pitches to this point. Lay steps off. Foul back. Ron Meyer was receiving medical attention behind the northeast dugout from the assigned trainer. To his left cheek, underneath his ear area. It looks like the ball might have hit his shoulder, then glanced off his cheek. I think he'll be all right, though. Ball chopped foul by Franz. Center field, it's Gamble fighting the sun, makes the catch, and that'll be enough to get home the courtesy runner. Heim, so it's a sacrifice fly. RBI for Pat Franz. Northeast adds another. It's 11-5.
Now batting for Northeast, number 15, Jeff O'Flynn.
Jeff O'Flynn is batting here for Kravitz, number 15. Jeff O'Flynn, 1-0 the count. Runners at first and second, 2 away. Back to the screen. O'Flynn was a starter earlier in the year. No official at bats in the quarters or semi. Takes one high. Man, that's a balk. That is a balk. He did not step off. You can't fake a throw to first base. No one complaining. I don't know what happened there. Now the umpires are looking at each other like somebody wants to call something. Look at the videotape, but I'll be darned if Lay stepped off there. Anyway, O'Flynn still batting. That's up. And O'Flynn's going to take a walk, and that's going to bring out Joe O'Hara, and I would have to think he's bringing a hook. Harry Lay has to be exhausted. Out here, it's going to be Corey Ford pinch hitting for Martinez. He's 1 for 2 in the last 2 rounds, scored a run and an RBI. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Ball 1. Lay in amazement, thought that was a strike. Now we have the fake play at second. The pickoff throw by Lay goes into center field. That's going to score K, and the other 2 runners move up. And now Joe O'Hara is going to come out of the dugout again, and that's going to be it for Harry Lay, I believe. Northeast now ahead, 12-5. All right, about a 15-minute delay as the first base umpire, Harry Greer, went to his car to put on the equipment to take over at the plate for J.T. Melvin, who was in the process of being overcome by the heat. It's Corey Ford against Derek Abrams. Right-hander. 2 outs, 3 runs in, 12-5 Northeast. And that's a knuckleball or palm ball to start things off from Abrams. 2-0. Squibber out of play. Two and one. High to left center. And it's wrapped up by Slobodian. So Northeast retired in the top of the 5th. 3 runs check in, all unearned. 12-5 Vikings. Corey Ford, who ended the inning by flying to left, has stayed in the game as the new right fielder, replacing Martinez. George Washington, many cherry trees to chop. Harry Lay, the 3-hitter, leads it off, bottom of the 5th. Need 7 to tie. That went up to like the 4th floor, and on the chopper, Harry Lay had it happen to him many times. Infield single. Second baseman Jesse Gower, 1 for 2. Lay now 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Gower struck out looking and reached on an infield single. Pat Brady had retired 5 in a row before that. That's up. Mike Pike next, and then Matt Gamble. Pops it up, left side. Long run. Confusion, it's going to fall. Ron Meyer, the left fielder, couldn't get there in time. The third baseman, Bolicki, spun around a couple of times. Scored out a base hit for Jesse Gower. Right fielder Mike Pike walked and grounded out so far. Ripped, caught. That's going to be a double play, and it is. The third baseman, Jesse Bolicki, dives toward the line, spears the line drive off the bat of Pike, and over to second baseman Goldstein covering for a double play. Center fielder Matt Gamble, 0 for 2. That's through. And up to second base trots Jesse Gower. A wild pitch for Brady. That's going to be a base hit to left. Meyer right in front of it. And down 7, Washington no way going to chance it. First and third, 2 away. Kevin Weiner, the first baseman, 1 for 2, single to center, and a ground out. Brady gets a strike called. And that one's through, friends. The runner Gower holds at third, and up to second. Matt Gamble, a wild pitch. Chance for 2 here. If Weiner can get one through. To the shortstop, Kravitz. And high throw, safe. That produces a run. Jesse Gower checks in over to third. Gamble. And it's 12-6 Northeast.
Hitting now will bring up his brother, Eric Weiner, the catcher, number 30.
Eric Weiner, you might have heard the instructions from Greer. Come on, son, step in the box. Everybody wants to get this rolling. Been an incredibly slow-paced game. Add the sloppiness, and it seems like days. Brady 1-0 to Eric Weiner. He's 0 for 2. Strike called. Brady has given up 1 earned run. That was in the first. All the rest have been unearned. To Goldstein at second. Bobbles. And plenty of time to recover. Over to first baseman Kay. So Washington gets 1 run. We're through 5. It's 12-6 Northeast. Top of the 6th, the center fielder, Josh Van Reed. 0 for 2, reached on a walk, and he scored a run. Strike 1 called. Next, Mike Downey, and then E.J. Goldstein. Derek Abrams, trying to restore some order. That's up. Gower wraps it up. 1 away. Mike Downey, 2 hits on the day, has scored 2 runs, has 1 RBI, also reached on a sac error combo. Takes a strike on the curve. 0-1 to Downey. Abrams has retired the 2 batters he has faced. Up the middle and through. Ground ball, single to center for Mike Downey. His 3rd hit of the day.
On the bike.
1-0. Goldstein now. He had a 2-run single in the 3rd. Way up.
Knuckleballs in the head. You guys fuck it up.
Inside, 2-0 to E.J. Goldstein. Three and 0. Fastball taken for a strike. Goldstein knew it. 3-1. Downey being held on at first base. Up and over us. Foul ball. Another high chopper. Abrams retreating. Did he get him? Yes. Nice play by Derek Abrams. Joe O'Hara wants to speak with Abrams. Base open, of course, and last time that happened, Brady was issued the intentional walk. Looks like they'll go after him. Brady, an aggressive hitter. I can't believe he sits still for a pitch around. And there is a short hopper to Lay. Now Lay thought he caught it or was trying to sell it as a catch. And Greer did have it as a catch, the home plate umpire. So it's a line drive to the shortstop. Lay ends the inning. No runs for Northeast. Score 12-6.
Leading off now for Washington, Brett Mervis, number 22.
Brett Mervis, the DH. He's 0 for 2. Did reach on an error. Did score a run. Fastball. 0-1. Mervis, Slobodian, and Knott. Inside and low on the fastball. Steve right call. The slow curve drops in there nicely. Another foul ball. Knuckleball driven to left. Ron Meyer. One away. Bob Slobodian. Squibber. Shortstop. Kravitz. Another high throw. Can't get it on the tag. And Slobodian safe at first base, and Kravitz having some fielding difficulties. That's another error on him. Kevin Knott. Ahead of that breaking pitch. 0-1. Knott 0 for 3. That's going to be tough for Goldstein. Can't get it. Now they're going to get a force out, though, at second base. Covered up nicely by the right fielder, Ford. Slobodian forced at second. 2 down. Harry Lay. Big swing, a little bit of contact. Lay 2 for 3 with an RBI. Again, up over us, off the roof of a van. Brady will go for the strikeout and not get it. Reasonably deep right field. Ford. No trouble. We're through 6 at LaSalle. Northeast 12, Washington 6.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're up to
Mitch K to lead it off. Top of the 7th. K is 1 for 3. Almost took one in the helmet earlier. Took one in the ribs.
Mark Golden is the winner of our 50-50. He's going to treat Northeast to dinner.
Swinging strike on the fastball. Again, no contact. Some of his teammates advising K to choke up a shade late on these fastballs from Abrams. Inside. Ron Meyer and Pat Franz to follow. Center field might be difficult. Gower got there, couldn't hold it. The second baseman, and Kay on first. Score that a base hit for Mitch Kay. Gower, the long run, turning over his left shoulder up into the sun. Nice effort. Ron Meyer now swings at that. It hits the plate, and it's way up off the screen. Kay chugs into second. It's 3 hits. Was hit by a pitch last trip. Went out briefly, back in on the re-entry rules. That's hard. It's in the left center, and it's down. Slobodian cuts it off, and no attempt by Kay to come around. So it's first and third with nobody out. Abrams in trouble. Pat Franz, the catcher. He has 1 hit, 1 RBI on the day. Chance for more. That's down. Smothered by Eric Weiner. Good lead at first for Meyer. He holds, and it's down and away. Abrams now has to regroup. Smoked on the right side. Gower had no shot at that one. Going to third base is Meyer. RBI single. Pat Franz. Northeast now leads it 13-6 as Mitch Kay checks in. Dave Kravitz stands in, again on the re-entry rules. 1 run in, nobody out, first and third. There goes Torres, the courtesy runner. Steals the base, does Sam Torres. Second and third now. Kravitz a chance for 2 RBI. Not that way, swings through the fastball. Again, Washington with the infield way in. Fights it off. One and two to Kravitz. Chopper over the head of Knott. This is unbelievable, all these high choppers. And that is a 2-run single for Dave Kravitz. Scores Torres, scores Meyer. Two more, it's 15-6. Strike one called to Corey Ford. Popped out of play. Still nobody out, remember. Kravitz on first. Ground ball. Lay to Gower. To Weiner. 6-4-3 on the double play. Lay began to trot off the field, thought the inning was over. Only 2 outs. Josh Van Reed. Way high and to the screen. Van Reed 0 for 3 with a walk, scored a run in the second inning. Tried to check, he didn't. Now Van Reed is hurt here. He must have hurt his arm trying to hold up that swing, and he's in definite pain. Josh Van Reed on that check swing afterwards goes down like somebody shot him. Was holding his forearm. Now this is the first base coach, Ray Torfey. No one in the first base coach's box at the moment. Ray Torfey is going to pinch hit for Van Reed. He inherits a count of 1-1. 2-1. 2 outs. Nobody on. Ray Torfey.
Ray Torpey now the batter, number 12.
Whoa, again up and in. That almost hit him. 3-1. Three and one. There's one down the chute. How many of those have we had today? Something right down the middle of the plate, easy for the umpire to call. Maybe 10, 15 the entire day?
Why not swing at it?
Torfey stays alive. Full count to Torfey. Jeff O'Flynn took his spot in the coach's box. Strike 3 call. That was there. Torfey does not agree, but he's a strikeout victim to end the top of the 7th. 3 more for Northeast. And we head to the bottom of the 7th. The Vikings 15, Washington 6. 3 more outs. Northeast looking for a 4th consecutive championship. Swinging, foul tipped by Gower. It'll be Gower, Pike, and Gamble for Pat Brady. Josh Van Reed has returned to center field, so it's nice to see he's okay. And the knuckleball behind Gower. Curveball taken for a strike. Gower 2 for 3, a pair of singles. He has scored twice. Again, a high hopper. Balicki retreats, no play. And that's going to be an infield single for Jesse Gower.
Stay back. Get that first one.
Mike Pike 0 for 2 with a walk. Hard and through on the left side. Single for Mike Pike. His first hit of the day. Washington, 1st and 2nd, nobody out. Strike 1 call to Matt Gamble. All right, now let's get a shot of this. At first base, with a 9-run lead, Mitch Kay holding on Mike Pike. It's been a long day, ladies and gentlemen. Strike 3, 3 pitches. Gamble is history. One down. Kevin Weiner, 1 for 3 with a single. Being told to step in by Greer. Strike call.
Kevin Weiner now the hitter, number 18.
There's 2. Weiner glances back. Did not like the call. Brady now working faster than ever. Curveball is up. Washington won 4 in a row from 85 to 88. Northeast trying to repeat that feat. 2 down on the strikeout.
Eric Weiner now the batter, the catcher.
Pat Brady trying to finish with a flourish. 2 consecutive strikeouts. Only his 4th and 5th on the afternoon. Eric Weiner, 0 for 3. Franz flashes the signal. Just missed ball 1. On deck is the DH, Brett Mervis. That's through. Left side, Gower's not going to chance it. And that's a single to load the bases for Eric Weiner. Washington still flickering.
Brett Mervis now the hitter. Joe Sanuti now the runner at first base.
Joe Sanuti, the courtesy runner at first base for Eric Weiner, the catcher. 2 out, it's Mervis. Fastball. Up, ball 1. Tight to the line and foul left field side. Mervis. High fly to right. Ford fighting the sun. And he gets it. Brady jumps into the arms of Franz close to the plate. Here comes the pile up. Fans storming the field. Mervis flies out to end it. And your final score, 4 consecutive championships for the Vikings of Northeast. The first for Coach Calvin Jones. Your final score, Northeast 15, Washington 6.
Congratulations to Northeast High School on their win
Time after time, I've done my sentence, I've committed no crime and bad mistakes. I've made a few. I've had my share of bad kicks in my bed, but I've come through. There is a go on. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losing, 'cause we are the champions of the world. I've taken my bows, my curtain call. You brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes. I thank you all, but it's been no bed of roses.